The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Davis County Baseball on New Country 104.3 KRKN. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of the Davis County Mustangs, Alice Kojo.
It's time for Mustang Baseball. Welcome to the Mustang Sports Complex, the home of the Davis County Mustangs, as the final regular season matchup between these two schools will take place this evening as the Cardinal Comets will be taking on the Davis County Mustangs. Pleasure to have you with us on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. I'm Alice Kojo. I am joined by Annie Argo, who is our on-site producer, and Kyle Smith, who is back at our studios in Atomo. So whether you're listening on New Country 104.3 KRKN or taking in the online stream on the Atomo Radio Group Facebook page, we appreciate you joining us on this Thursday evening. Hope you've had a good week so far. It's been a light week for the Mustangs. We haven't been with you since Monday, and it was a good doubleheader for Davis County as we'll talk about that in a little bit, but what's at stake here is a pair of modest winning streaks on the line, one lengthy and one modest. After dropping two in a row and getting shut out in both games in the process last week, Davis County started off this week a little healthier with a doubleheader sweep of EBF back on Monday. That puts the Mustangs a game below the 500 mark at 7-8 and 4-6 in the South Central Conference and trending upward. After occupying the league basement last week, Davis County now sits in sixth place in the 9-team league. On the other side, everything is in front of the Cardinal squad. The Comets have won their last six, last of which was a 14-0 shellacking of Twin Cedars last night. That puts Cardinal at 10-3 and 8-2 and the second best record in the South Central Conference. The Comets control their own destiny. If they win the rest of their conference games, which is a tall order for sure, that includes a doubleheader against Sheridan at home later this season, Cardinal would clinch at least a share of the conference title. This is the final regular season meeting for these two teams. Cardinal has won the last 4 times these two teams have faced, including a doubleheader sweep on May 27th, winning 12-6 in the opener, and winning the finale 10-0. Let's take our first break, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for Cardinal and Davis County coming up next on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Mustang Sports Complex, where Davis County is getting set to take on Cardinal in their regular season finale of their series. Davis County looking to avenge a doubleheader sweep at the hands of Cardinal back on May 27th. Let's get to the starting lineups. And first up for the Cardinal Comets, head coach is Ryan Renfrew. They are 10-3 on the season, 8-2 in the South Central Conference. They have won their last 6. Brody Phillips is in right field, leading off. Casey Miller's in center field, batting second. Batting third and catching is Cody Burleson. Drake Derflinger is batting cleanup. He's at first base. At shortstop is Caden Courtney, batting fifth. Batting sixth and at third base is Bodie Farrell. Casey Epperson's at DH. He bats seventh. He'll be batting for the left fielder, Zach Ludke. And Trayton Hafley will be the starting pitcher for Cardinal tonight. He bats eighth. Jacob Figueroa is at second base, batting ninth. Again for Cardinal, Phillips in right, Miller in center, Burleson is catching. Derflinger at first, Courtney at short, Farrell at third. Epperson's at DH, Hafley is pitching, and Figueroa is at second. Davis County checks in at 7-8, 4-6 in the South Central Conference. They've won their last 2. Peyton Schooley leads things off for the Mustangs at second base. Josh Settles has been swinging a hot bat. He bats second in left field. Batting third and at third base is Brett Prevo. Max Taylor bats cleanup. He'll be catching. Houston Schooley will be the starting pitcher for tonight's game. He bats fifth. Batting sixth and at shortstop is Dexter Scott. Batting seventh and at first base is Noah Sizemore. Batting eighth in right field is Quinn McCoy, and Duke Scott is in center field, batting ninth. Again for Davis County, Peyton Schooley at second, Settles in left, Prevo at third. Taylor is catching, Houston Schooley is pitching, Dexter Scott is at short, Sizemore at first, McCoy in right, and Duke Scott is in center. We will take a break for a national anthem and come back for the first pitch for Davis County versus Cardinal here in Bloomfield. Great to have you with us on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Corby Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Houston Schooley on top of the bump for Davis County as we are moving ever so closer to the first pitch of the regular season finale between Davis County and Cardinal. Houston Schooley on the mound, and we last saw him on Friday versus Sheridan, and he took the loss, but most of the loss was not his fault as he went 3+ innings, allowing 5 hits, 6 runs, but only one of them was earned. He struck out 3, but he walked 6. So some of the trouble was of his own doing because of the walks, but also there were 3 Mustang errors in that game as well. Schooley's ERA didn't take much of a hit in that game because of the 1 earned run that he gave up. So he's still at a respectable 2.92. But his whip, walks plus hits per innings pitched, 2.25. That is basically he's averaging 2 1/4 base runners an inning. He'll have to bring that number way down for a very good hitting Cardinal team, starting off with Brody Phillips, who is at the plate and getting set to lead things off here today. Overcast evening here in Bloomfield. Schooley's ready. First pitch is hit high in the air. Foul territory, first base size, and Sizemore makes the catch just to the right of the right field line. And the first pitch is a pop out in foul territory by Brody Phillips. By the way, first pitch is thrown at 6:52. So now the batter is Kaysen Miller. Left-handed batter takes a ball inside. Miller batting .419, on-base percentage of .617. 1 double, 8 runs driven in. Schooley took a little bit off that one and fires in a strike to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Schooley with the windup, and the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed to make it 1-2. 79 degrees at first pitch, overcast skies, wind swirling around. Not one specific direction if you judge the flag, which is right between the baseball and softball fields. 1-2 pitch, taken upstairs. To even the count at 2-2. Defensively, Davis County has Josh Settles in left. Duke Scott is in center with Quinn McCoy in right. We'll give you the infield after this next pitch. Here comes a 2-2 pitch to Miller. Strike 3 called inside corner. Miller knew it. He takes a quick 180 and heads back to his first base dugout. 2 quick outs, and here is Cody Burleson. Brett Prevost at third base with Dexter Scott at short. Peyton Schooley's the second baseman. Noah Sizemore is at first. And Max Taylor is in center. Of course, Davis County going without, at least at the beginning of this game, with Presley Cantrell. He's a regular third baseman, but he starts off on the bench due to a slight sprain of his hamstring during that doubleheader on Monday against EBF. Cody Burleson's at the plate. He takes ball 1. Burleson batting .354. 1 homer and 13 RBI. He swings big and fouls it back towards the concession stand to make it 1-1. That homer that Burleson hit was against Davis County back on May 27th. After the Mustangs jumped out 2-0 in the top of the first of Game 1 of the doubleheader, Burleson promptly tied the game with a 2-run blast over the left field fence. That's a high strike called on Burleson to make it 1-2. That was a changeup that was taken about, maybe a little bit above the belt, but called a strike by home plate umpire Bill Anderson. Schooley's ready, a strike away from retiring the side in order here in the first. And the pitch is popped up and will twist out of play and foul. Cody Burleson and Drake Derflinger, they're 3-4 hitters. Pretty fearsome duo in the middle of the order. One of the most fearsome in the South Central Conference. Fastball taken helmet high to make it 2-2. Lights already on here at the Mustang Sports Complex, even though it's before 7 because of the overcast skies. Schooley's 2-2 pitch is taken in the dirt. Actually, it goes into the opposite batter's box on the left side. And now the count is even at 3-2. As I alluded to moments ago, Schooley walked 6 batters in Friday's loss to Sheridan, so it'll be very important that he doesn't allow a free pass, especially to a team that is batting .308 as a squad coming into tonight's game. And there's a walk as a ball in the dirt gives a free pass to Burleson. So here comes the other half of the twin tankers that are the 3-4 hitters for Cardinal. Drake Derflinger, batting .429 this season, on-base percentage of .571. He has 1 homer and 11 runs driven in. He also has 4 doubles. Burleson leading off at first. And Derflinger takes that pitch well outside for ball 1. Schooley got ahead of Burleson 1-2, lost him via walk. Now the count is 1-0 to Derflinger, waving a pink bat with pink gloves in the right-hander's box. That curveball hits Burleson, Derflinger on the shoulder. So a hit batter puts runners at first and second with 2 outs, and another dangerous hitter is up in the form of Caden Courtney. Head coach Ryan Renfrew at the third base box telling home plate umpire Bill Anderson that a courtesy runner is coming in for Burleson at second, and that is Weston O'Leary, a freshman, who takes over at second base. The batter is Caden Courtney. The junior is batting .255, on-base percentage of .417, a pair of doubles, and 12 runs driven in. Cardinal has 5 players double digits in the RBI category. First pitch taken for a ball by Courtney. Courtney bats left-handed against the right-hander Schooley on the mound. Schooley got a pop-up in foul territory on the first pitch for the first out, struck out Casey Miller, but now a walk and a hit by pitch has made this inning more stressful than you would have thought. There's a swing and a miss by Courtney to make it 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Here's a rocket into right field for a base hit. McCoy comes up with it. They are going to bring home the runner from third. The throw to the plate is up the line, not in time, and Cardinal strikes first here in the first, as an RBI single by Caden Courtney has brought in the opening run of the game. So the 2-out walk comes back to bite the Mustangs. Derflinger went all the way to third on that hit by Courtney. So runners are at the corners with 2 outs. And here's Bodie Farrell. Farrell, a freshman, strong season so far, and even .300 at the plate, .522 on-base percentage, a pair of doubles, and 15 runs driven in. Schooley with a long pause, now steps off. This is what Cardinal does. They score and they continue to put pressure on you with the depth of their lineup. Runner goes from first. Pitch is taken low for ball 1, and Taylor, the catcher, just flips it back to Schooley on the mound. So Courtney is on second base. And now a hit by Farrell can make it 3-0 Cardinal. Changeup fouled back to make the count 1-1 strike. That went into the stands behind home plate. Long inning already for Schooley. This will be pitch number 21 of the first inning. The 1-1 to Farrell. Fastball missing outside. 2 balls and a strike. Cardinal wearing their black jerseys with white pants. Their customary look on the road. 2-1 pitch, fastball outside, 3-1. Davis County, their customary home look. Maroon tops with white pants. Mustangs written in script across the chest. In gold, the 3-1 pitch. A bouncer to short. Dexter Scott grabs it, throws to first. A little high, but in time to get Farrell. So by an eyelash, Farrell is out at third, and Cardinal is done here in the first. But the Comets do score 1 run on 1 hit. No errors in the inning and 2 men left. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Cardinal 1, Davis County coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Cardinal got a run across. Now it's Davis County's turn here in the bottom of the first. Regular season finale between these two squads. Cardinal swept a doubleheader back on May 27th. And Trayton Hafley is on top of the mound for Cardinal. This will be the junior's first start of the season. He's only pitched an inning so far, did not allow a hit, and struck out 2. So small sample size. But head coach Ryan Renfrew going with Hafley. And what's been a busier week for Cardinal than it has been for Davis County for sure. Although not by much. Cardinal swept a doubleheader in Centerville on Monday. Had the day off on Tuesday, and then, as we alluded to a little bit during the pregame, beat Twin Cedars in Twin Cedars 14-0 last night. So here's Peyton Schooley leading off for Davis County. He's been swinging a hot bat, 5 for his last 10, 5 runs scored. A lot of Mustangs got healthy in that doubleheader on Monday against EBF. Winning 5-1 and then 17-2 in 4 innings. That was a season high in runs for Davis County, those 17 tallies. Hafley is ready, as is Schooley. And Hafley's first offering is a fastball taken right down central for strike 1. Schooley's up to a .302 average. A double and a run batted in, but his skills getting on base, and he might do it again. There's a little flare in the center. Nope, it hangs up long enough for Casey Miller to come in to make the catch for the first out. Thought maybe that would have found some grass, but turns out Miller was able to snag that little flare in the center. Now here's Josh Settles, definitely the hottest bat in the Davis County lineup. Hafley's first pitch, fastball at the belt, strike 1. Settles is 10 for his last 14. That's 4 RBI. There's a triple and a couple of doubles in there as well. Average up to 375. There's a big swing and a high fly ball, right center field. That has some tail, and that's over the head of Miller, rolling to the wall. Settles, rounding second, headed to third, and the throw at the third, not in time. Settles with a stand-up. 1-out triple. His 3rd triple of the season, and Davis County has a tying run at third base with 1 out. I talked about the swirling wind in the top of the first. The wind is blowing out to center and that just seemed to carry over the head of Miller, the center fielder. So now Brett Prevost has a chance to tie this ball game. The middle infield of Cardinals playing back. Derflinger at first is even with the grass, as is the third baseman, Farrell. First pitch strike to Brett Prevost. Prevost checks in with a 175 average, 1 double and 6 runs driven in. Oh, 1 pitch, that's outside to make it 1 ball, 1 strike. Be a big lift here if Davis County can answer Cardinals' run at the top of the first with a run of their own here in the bottom of the first. Just does wonders for team morale. Long lick in by Hafley. Now we come set. And a 1-1 pitch to Prevost is taken upstairs to make it 2-1. Even though Davis County were swinging the bats better on Monday in the doubleheader versus EBF, their team average is still below 200, 198. The team batting average coming into tonight, that's inside, 3-1. Big bat out of the lineup as well. Presley Cantrell would normally be batting in this spot as a number 3 hitter. Sometimes he bats cleanup. But due to a tweaked hamstring, his availability will be limited. That's high for ball 4. So Prevost draws the walk. And here comes Max Taylor. Taylor snapped out of a funk in that nightcap against EBF on Monday. Taylor went 2 for 4 with a double, and he drove in 4. So maybe things are starting to turn around for Taylor, whose average is up to 250. Taylor takes that pitch downstairs for ball 1. Those 4 RBI by Taylor on Monday now has him tied with the team lead with 7, with 2 other players, including Settles and Houston Schooley, who was due up right after Taylor. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. Taylor ahead of that one to make it 1-1. Mustangs hoping that sweep of EBF will instill a bit of confidence in Davis County as we are in the middle of June. There's a line drive out to left, and that is dove on and catch by Lukey. Throw comes into the infield, but tagging at third and scoring anyway with Settles. So it turns into a sacrifice fly by Taylor, and we are tied at 1. What a diving catch by Lukey in left, though, on that sinking line drive by Taylor. But we are even at 1 as Taylor does his job. Now here's Houston Schooley looking to help his own cause with a runner at first and 2 outs. Prevost runs, and Schooley pops it up towards us on the third base side and out of play. I kind of wish Schooley did not swing at that pitch because Taylor had, I beg your pardon, Prevost had a very good jump on Hafley. He was about a third of the way towards second base before Hafley was even into his delivery. Probably won't happen again. Hafley will be much more cautious this time. A slide step in a pitch, that's outside. So a quicker delivery that time by Hafley. But he missed to the left-handed Schooley to make it 1-1. Hafley nods his head, takes a look over his left shoulder, now comes set. Rocks and fires. Check swing by Schooley on the inside pitch, and they appeal to Anthony McClendon, the field umpire, and he said Schooley went around. 1-2 to count. Schooley was avoiding the pitch while offering at it at the same time. He just could not hold his bat back. 1-2 to Schooley, runner at first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Runner goes, and that's fouled back. Prevost 3 for 3 in the stolen base category as he takes his lead from first again. He's taken off twice here in this at-bat, but both have been foul balls. We'll see if he takes off again with the count 1-2. He does not, and Schooley lines that in the center. Casey Miller went in. Now he goes back. It's over his head, rolling to the wall. Prevost Motoring around third. He's being sent home. Schooley will have an RBI double. Davis County leads it 2-1. Houston Schooley, his first double of the season. Heck of a time for it. And how's this for an answer? Davis County responds with a pair of runs here at the bottom of the first, and now lead it. Timeout called as Cody Burleson wants to talk to his pitcher Hafley, as Dexter Scott will be the batter. Back on Monday, I mentioned how Davis County went the first 14 games of the season without multiple extra base hits. They broke that streak in that nightcap versus EBF on Monday. Here today, Davis County has 2 extra base hits in the first inning, a triple by Settles and that RBI double by Houston Schooley. First pitch is high to Dexter Scott. The 1-0. Took a little bit off that, but misses outside, I guess. 2 balls and no strikes. Scott swings and misses at the litter high fastball. Hafley decided to challenge him, and Scott came up empty on the swing to make the count 2-1. Scott, 111 average, on base percentage of .400, leads the team in walks with 12. And now the count is 3-1. On deck is Noah Sizemore if Scott can reach. Hafley delivers, and there's a fly ball in the center. Coming in is Casey Miller. He dives. He can't get it. Coming around third and scoring is Hudson Humphrey. 3-1 Davis County on the RBI single by Dexter Scott. That's definitely a single for Dexter Scott. Third hit of the inning. Home plate umpire Bill Anderson is checking to see if the center fielder Casey Miller is okay. He dove head first for that line drive, but could not come up with it. But he's okay. Runner goes. First pitch to Sizemore is a strike, and the throw to second not in time. So Scott steals second. So 0-1 to count to Sizemore. Hafley delivers. High fly ball. Left center field. Carrying out to Casey Miller, who makes the catch in the gap. And Davis County is done here in the bottom of the first. But the Mustangs respond with 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors and a man left. We are through 1. It is Davis County 3, Cardinal 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Three to 1 is our score after an action-packed first inning. Cardinal scored a run courtesy of a RBI single by Caden Courtney, and Davis County responded with 3 in the home half. A sacrifice fly by Max Taylor, an RBI double by Houston Schooley, and an RBI single by Dexter Scott. There was also a triple in there by Josh Settles. A swing and a miss by Kason Epperson to open the second inning. Houston Schooley looking for an inning to settle down through 23 pitches in that first inning. And the 0-1 Epperson is cut on and missed. Actually foul tipped into the glove of the catcher Taylor to make it 0-2. Epperson, a freshman, batting .310 this season, 4 doubles and 12 runs driven in. The 0-2, fastball well upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cardinal does have action in their bullpen. Didn't quite see who made their way out there, however. The 1-2, that's in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schooley has walked a batter. He's also struck out a batter through 1 inning. Looking to retire Epperson to start off the second inning. The pitch. Got him swinging. Epperson chased a fastball up by his neck. And with 1 out and the bases empty, here is Trayton Hafley. Hafley batting .279. A double, a triple, and 7 driven in. He has an on-base percentage of .380. Hafley settling in the middle of the right-hander's box. First pitch by Schooley, taken outside, ball 1. This is only the second time in 2 games that Davis County had the lead against Cardinal. There's a bouncer to Dexter Scott at short. He scoops it up ankle high and throws in time to retire Hafley for out number 2. The first time Davis County led Cardinal was way back May 27th, opening game of the doubleheader. Mustangs got 2 runs across, but that lead was short-lived as Cardinal scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 5th and went on to beat Davis County 12-6 in the opener of that doubleheader. Jacob Figueroa is at the plate. He fouled back the first pitch. Still looking for his first hit of the season. Hitless in 17 at-bats so far. That offering that looked like a slider that missed a bit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases empty, 2 outs, top of the second. Houston Schooley looking for a 1-2-3 inning. And the 1-1 pitch is a number out to first base, and that's foul, wide of the bag, to make the count 1-2. So Schooley's a strike away from a 1-2-3 inning. Schooley was in the same boat back in the first inning, but then he lost Burleson via a walk, and that turned into a run after he hit the next batter and then allowed an RBI single. That's well upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Battle of winning streaks here this evening. Davis County has won their last 2. Cardinal has won their last 6. Schooley winds. 2-2 pitch to Figueroa. That's fouled back. Figueroa is a senior. Now he settles in. Open stance. 2-2 pitch. Well outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So just like in the first inning, he had the third batter of the inning down 1-2. Now the count is full. And the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called at the letters, and the inning is over. 2 strikeouts in the inning, and Cardinal goes down 1-2-3. To the bottom of the second we go. Davis County 3, Cardinal 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Thank you.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the bottom of the second. Davis County leading Cardinal 3-1. Quinn McCoy gets set to lead things off. Mentioned how there are a few batters that got healthy against EBF on Monday, as that first pitch is low and outside for ball one. McCoy was one of them. He got his first hit of the season in game 2 of that doubleheader, so he's up to a 200 average. That hit was an RBI single. He also had 2 runs scored against the Rockets. That's high for ball 2. Offense has been an issue for Davis County this season, as you well know. If you're a fan of the Mustangs, I've been following them all season. There's a strike at the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike. Davis County averaging 3.9 runs a game. That's even with that 17-run explosion back on Monday. A late swing, and that's a high foul ball in between the concourse. And oof, there are so many near misses that we have seen this season out in the concourse in between the baseball and softball fields. There's yet another one there. 2 balls and 2 strikes to McCoy, leading off the bottom of the second. The pitch by Hayfley. Line drive right back through the box and into center field for a base hit. Chuck and duck. Hayfley had to jerk his head out of the way from that line drive off the bat of McCoy. So he's aboard with a leadoff single, and here is Duke Scott. Scott's average is .045, 1 hit and 22 at-bats. Strike called in the outside corner. But Scott in the lineup today, especially with the absence of Presley Cantrell with limited availability with that tweaked hamstring. The 0-1, that's low in the dirt, snap through the first, but back safely is McCoy. McCoy has stolen a base in his only attempt. Scott squares the bunt and he fouled it back. Thought he missed the bunt, but he got a piece of it, but fouled it at the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Scott. And with 2 strikes, I imagine the bunt is not on anymore. Burleson has a pretty good arm behind the plate. McCoy does not go, and that pitch is in the dirt to make it 2-2. We'll go back to the top of the order and Peyton Schooley after this at-bat by Scott. McCoy takes his lead from first as Hayfley comes set. And the 2-2 delivery is low and outside. Good take by Duke. And the count is 3-2. Will Coach White send McCoy on this full count pitch? McCoy does not go, and there's a swing and a miss by Scott, and he strikes out for the first out of the bottom of the second. So Peyton Schooley is up. He flew out to center his first time up. Scott sitting way back in the right-hander's box. That's in the left-hander's box, that first pitch. 4-1. Schooley, a freshman, has been a mainstay at the top of the Davis County order. They've needed his bat and his on-base ability. Runner goes from first. That's grounded foul towards the third base side. Schooley with a .412 on-base percentage to go with a .302 average. Mustangs lead Cardinal 3-1 here in the bottom of the second. Davis County has a runner at first and 2 outs. Beg your pardon, 1 out. The 1-1 pitch after a long pause by Hafley is lifted in the air. Out to center. Coming in is Miller, and it drops for a base hit. Throwing to second won't be in time. So a bloop single by Schooley. I think Miller tried to deke McCoy, who was running from first, as if he was going to catch the ball. But McCoy was well on his way to second. And it looks to be the last batter that Trayton Hafley will face as head coach Ryan Renfrew comes out, and he has a pitcher with him. So we will take a timeout as Trayton Hafley will give way to a new Cardinal pitcher. We will be back to tell you about the new hurler after this. Davis County leads at 3-1. They have 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the second on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
New pitcher in the game is Bodie Farrell. As we're in the bottom of the second, Davis County leading Cardinal 3-1. Mustangs have 5 hits already in this ball game, with just 1 out here in the second inning. Defensive changes for the Comets. Trayton Hafley now takes over in left field. Bodie Farrell, the new pitcher, was the third baseman, so Weston O'Leary comes into play third for Cardinal. Davis County has runners at first and second, 1 out, and their hottest hitter, who stayed hot after his first at-bat, Josh Settles, will be the batter. Settles rifled a triple into the right center field gap and later came around to score on a sacrifice fly that tied the game at 1. That was part of a 3-run inning for Davis County. Farrell's a freshman. This is his 7th appearance of the season. He's pitched 15 2/3 innings. ERA of 0.89. 27 strikeouts in those 15 innings to go along with 15 walks. Opponents are batting just .095 against him. So here we go. Josh Settles at the plate. Farrell's first pitch, fastball high, ball 1. The 1-0. Took a little bit off and hits the outside corner for strike 1. The 1-1 to Settles. Swung at a high fastball and came up empty to make it 1-2. So Trayton Hafley went an inning and a third, allowing 3 runs, all of them earned on 5 hits. He walked a batter, struck out 1. He's also responsible for the runners on first and second. 1-2 to count to Settles. And a pitch by Farrell. Missing a bit low to make it 2-2. Burleson was up a little bit on his squat. I think he wanted that pitch a little bit higher. Now he's down to one knee as he gets ready to receive this 2-2 pitch. That's inside, just off the plate. And now the count is full. A strikeout pitcher on the mound. Don't know if you want to send the runners here with a count 3-2 and 1 out. The runners do not go, and Settles swings and misses. It looked like to be ball 4. Instead, it's a strikeout. Settles chased that pitch up by his letters, and there are 2 outs for Brett Prevost. Prevost walked and later scored in Davis County's 3-run first inning. Here in the bottom of the second is 3-1 Davis County. Strike. Farrell looking to put out the fire here in the bottom of the second. And the 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss. That was off the plate, and Prevost reached out and waved at that offering. And the count is 0-2. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. And the 2-strike pitch to Prevost, outside. Davis County winners over the last 2, now 7-8. Still looking to climb up to the 500 mark. 4-6 in the South Central Conference as well. The 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss as Prevost waved at an offering well off the plate. 2 strikeouts end the inning. Davis County does not score, and they leave 2. We will go to the third inning as Davis County 3, Cardinal 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards checking special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the order due up for Cardinal here in the top of the third. Davis County leads Cardinal 3-1. Regular season finale between these two squads. And Brody Phillips gets hit by the first pitch of the top of the third. Him in the front shoulder. Auspicious start to this inning for Houston Schooley. Schooley was working on a 1-2-3 inning back in the second. He'd retired the last 4, but now Phillips is on base for Kaysen Miller, and trouble is looming on deck and in the hole for Cardinal. So now here's Kaysen Miller. He struck out looking his first time up. He squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball 1. Always interesting to see the wheels turn with runners on base, especially when a team is trailing. Looking at the machinations of head coach Ryan Renfrew. Another bunt attempt. No, he pulls it back and takes the ball in the dirt for a 2-0 count. So Kaysen Miller with the count, now in his favor at 2-0. That pitch gets past Taylor, and the wild pitch allows Phillips to advance to second. So now the count is 3-0 on Miller. And you have Cardinals heavy hitters due up behind Miller. With the count 3-0, Schooley pitching from the stretch. He delivers. Fastball inside corner for a strike. Sky's starting to clear up slightly here, but the lights remain on, with this being now later into the evening. That's high for ball 4, and the first 2 have reached for Cardinal. And here comes head coach Todd White, and we might have a pitching change for Davis County. Davis County leads at 3-1, but Cardinal has a threat mounted here in the top of the third. The first 2 have reached via hit batter and base on balls. And we will have a new pitcher coming to the mound. So we'll take a break for the new pitcher, and we'll come back to tell you all about it. And the defensive changes for Davis County as well. They lead Cardinal 3-1 here in the top of the third on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
New pitcher in the game is Peyton Schooley. He takes over for Houston Schooley, who pitched a couple of batters into the third inning but could not retire a man. Straight up switch. So Houston Schooley goes to second as Peyton Schooley takes over on the mound. This is Schooley's 5th appearance of the season. He is 1-0 so far this year. He has an ERA of 7, and over those 9 innings, he's struck out 11. He's walked 5. However, opponents are batting .340 off the freshman. And now big Cody Burleson comes in. And actually, when I think about the combined size of Burleson and Derflinger, I think about Brett Prevost and Presley Cantrell most definitely, as the first pitch of Burleson is popped up foul behind the plate and out of play for strike 1. Burleson's a brick of a wall behind the plate as catcher, and Derflinger, a huge imposing first baseman, automatically makes you think about football, and I wonder if they ever played football. Changeup, taken for a strike. That caught Burleson off guard to make it 0-2. But looking at the rosters over the past few years for Cardinal, looks like both of them have resisted the calls to the gridiron. Schooley could use a strikeout here. 0-2, and now he steps off, throws to second, but not in time as Phillips is able to slide back to the second base bag. If Schooley threw it a little bit earlier, might have had a better chance to get Phillips picked off at second. 0-2 to count to Burleson. This might be a spot for the curveball. Instead, it's a fastball, and it's a late swing, a foul ball over the fence on the first base side to keep the count at 0-2. Burleson's a senior, second on the team in RBI with 13, has a couple of runners on base, 1 in scoring position. Another 0-2 pitch, curveball, rifled out to center field, but right at the center fielder, Duke Scott. The throw back to second, and they double him off. Brody Phillips wandered too far away from second base, and it is a double play, a huge turn of events here. And there are 2 outs with a runner at first. Brody Phillips just fell asleep as that was just a routine line drive into center field. So that goes double play, line drive, 8-6 on the putout. So here's Drake Derflinger batting with a runner at first, and now 2 outs. Derflinger was hit by a pitch his first time up. Another throw to the first, and diving back to the bag is Miller. Schooley's pitch, a wave and a miss by Derflinger. And that makes the count 0-1. Schooley comes set. And a 1-strike pitch, a curveball taken for a strike. A knee buckler. What will he throw here with the count 0-2? Miller takes his lead from first. He does not go at fastball well upstairs. Easy take by Derflinger. 1-2 to count. We're in the top of the third. Davis County 3, Cardinal 1. Cardinal has a runner at third with 2 outs and another check on Miller at first, but he is back safely. One-two pitch, a swing and a miss at a curveball. And Derflinger goes down swinging, and Davis County is out of the jam. No runs, no hits. A walk, a hit batter, and 1 man left. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Davis County still leads at 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Hi, I'm Allison Engel, Senior Vice President at First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield. Farmers and ranchers, when it comes to ag loans, you want to work with a bank and lender that speaks your language. Both myself and Joe Randolph are farmers as well, so we fully understand the agricultural economic business needs. We know the inputs and the outputs, the ups and the downs, the market, and every other obstacle that arises in farming. Come and see me, Allison Engel, or Joe Randolph with First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield to discuss your ag lending needs.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the bottom of the third here in Bloomfield. And Davis County leads Cardinal 3-1 as the middle of the order is due up for the Mustangs, starting with Max Taylor, who drove in the first run for Davis County back in their 3-run first with a sacrifice fly. It was a line drive and a nice diving catch by Zach Lutke, who was in left field at the time. That allowed Settles to tag up from third and score to even the game at 1 at the time. Now Trayton Hafley, who started the game on the mound, is patrolling left field. Bodie Farrell's on the mound, and the first pitch at the bottom of the third, fastball taken belt high for strike 1. Farrell put out a fire of his own in the bottom of the second when he came into the game. The 0-1, fastball at the knees, swung on and missed by Taylor to make it 0-2. Davis County had runners at first and second with just 1 out, but then a pair of strikeouts to Settles and Prevo put out that fire quickly, and Taylor goes down on 3 pitches as he takes a fastball right down Broadway for strike 3. 1 out in the inning. That is the 3rd straight strikeout dating to the last inning for Bodie Farrell, who has come in pitching very strongly out of the bullpen for Cardinal. And the batter is Houston Schooley. He gave Davis County the lead with an RBI double into center in his first at-bat. Fastball taken inside, and Schooley clipped the inside corner apparently. Schooley jackknifed out of the way, but it's called a strike by home plate umpire Bill Anderson. The 0-1. Hit the other way, foul. That whistled past the third base coach, Todd White, to make the count 0-2. Late swings on that fastball by Miller. Now he winds and delivers to Schooley. That's in the dirt. Base is empty, 1 out. Bottom of the third, Davis County leading Cardinal 3-1. 1-2 the count to Houston Schooley, who has an RBI double and a run scored. Fastball almost got a piece of him as that whiz past the Mustangs ran across his chest. 2-2 the count. Next pitch by Farrell. A swing and a miss at the high fastball. Mustangs cannot lay off that high heat. 4th straight strikeout by Farrell, and there are 2 outs in the inning as Dexter Scott will look to get something started. Scott capped off that 3-run first inning with an RBI single into center. And that's where we stand. That misses outside, ball 1. One-0 pitch, fastball up and away, 2 balls and no strikes. You could definitely make the argument that Scott, as a freshman, has the best batting eye on the team already. Does not swing at many pitches outside the zone. Fastball taken right down the middle to make the count 2-1. That's up and away to make it 3-1. Davis County has out-hit Cardinal in this ball game 5-1 thus far, and they have a 3-1 lead on the scoreboard. The 3-1 to Dexter Scott, high for ball 4. He has drawn walk number 13 of the season. And we'll see how creative Todd White decides to be with a runner at first and 2 outs. So here's Noah Sizemore. He flew out to center his first time up. First pitch fastball, cut on and missed. Sizemore, one of those good-looking freshmen that, you know, we'll be seeing for quite a while over the next 3-4 years. Long pause by Farrell, the 0-1. Fastball taken outside corner, strike 2. Sizemore was the winning pitcher. He was the beneficiary of all that offense that Davis County had in the nightcap on Monday, that 17-2 win over EBF. Now the 0-2 pitch coming to Sizemore. Fastball, strike 3 called on at the belt. Sizemore goes down 3 pitches. Farrell strikes out the side. And with a man left on base, the inning is over. We'll head to the 4th inning. Davis County leads Cardinal 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Fourth inning rolls in this regular season finale between Davis County and Cardinal, and Davis County has a 3-1 lead over the Comets. 5, 6, 7 due up for Cardinal, starting with Caden Courtney. He's driven in the only run for Cardinal so far in this ball game with an RBI single back in the first. First inning was huge because Cardinal opened the scoring in the top of the first, and Davis County responded with 3 runs in the bottom of the first, and that's where we stand now as that first pitch, letter high, taken for ball 1. Peyton Schooley starting his first full mound. I'm going to beg your pardon, first full inning on the mound. And a 1-0 pitch. That's low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Schooley came in with runners on first and second with nobody out, and he was aided by a line drive double play in the center. He got a strikeout of Derflinger. There's a strike to Courtney. And that ended the Cardinal third inning. 2-1 to count to Courtney. The pitch, a swing and a miss. Courtney, left-handed batter against the right-hander, Peyton Schooley. The pitch, low and outside, and the count is full at 3-2. Schooley has walked 5 batters in 9 innings pitched so far. There's a swing and a miss. Nope, it's a foul ball at the plate. Foul tip couldn't be caught by Taylor, so Courtney stays alive. So we'll see another 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Curveball outside. And it's a leadoff walk to Courtney. Bodie Farrell is up. He grounded out to short his first time up. Cardinal trailing Davis County 3-1 here in the top of the 4th. Courtney with a big lead at first. First pitch, high fly ball, center field. Scott going back, still going back, makes the catch, running back towards the wall. He caught that way too casually for my liking, but he does record the out. He went back, he went back, he went back, and about 10 feet short of the center field wall, he reached up and made the catch. I thought it was going to go over his head, but apparently it did not, as the wind has died down just a bit as opposed to the beginning of the game. Here's Kason Epperson, who struck out swinging his first time up. Check the first, and Courtney is back safely. Cardinal is averaging 8 runs a game, exactly. Yeah, Davis County's helped them to just 1 through the first 3 innings. There's a strike. I've gone over some of their offensive stats, batting .308 as a team, on-base percentage of .477. They get on base and they put pressure on you, and they can hit. There's a throw back to first, and back safely is Courtney. Their season high in runs, just like Davis County's, is 17. They did that last week. And Albia has popped up, foul territory. That should stay in play. Sizemore tracks it and makes the catch in foul territory for the second out. So Sizemore able to snag that pop-up and foul territory. And here is Trayton Hafley, 0 for 1 with the ground out. And Courtney, who opened the inning with a walk, remains at first. And he scrambles back to first as Peyton Schooley checks on him once again. Cardinal, an up-and-coming team. Second place in the South Central Conference. There's a ground ball deep in the hole. That's deflected by Scott at short and into short left field. Rounding third and running second and going to third is Courtney. So a hit by Hafley puts runners at first and third. And here is a big spot for Jacob Figueroa. Now hitless in 18 at bats this season. Max Taylor goes in front of the plate as the catcher relays what head coach Todd White wants his infield defensive alignment to be. So here we go. Cardinal trails by 2, tying runs on base. Figueroa swings at the first pitch and lifts it high and foul behind the first base dugout for strike 1. A walk, and then a fly out, a pop out, and then a single. Have runners at first and third with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Davis County leading Cardinal 3-1. Cardinal looking to do something about that here in the 4th inning. The 0-1 popped up, foul territory. First base side, Sizemore squeezes it, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Davis County 3, Cardinal 1 on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustang!
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the bottom of the 4th. Davis County batting, leading Cardinal 3-1. Pair of winning streaks at stake. Davis County has won their last 2 thanks to the doubleheader sweep of EBF on Monday. Cardinal has won their last 6, last of which was a 14-0 thumping of Twin Cedars last night. Bodie Farrell on top of the bump, and the first pitch to Quinn McCoy is taken for strike 1. Farrell has been lights out since he came to the game with 2 on and none out back in the 2nd inning. Beg your pardon, 2 on and 1 out as that pitch is in the dirt to make it 1-1. A pair of strikeouts closed out things in the 2nd, and then he struck out the side, allowing just a 2-out walk in the 3rd inning. The 1-1, a late swing and a miss by McCoy to make it 1-2. Farrell has that type of fastball. You're going to have to cheat a little bit, maybe get that bat started early. The pitch, a swing and a miss. So another strikeout for Farrell. Already 6 for him since he came in the 2nd inning. Bases empty, 1 out for Duke Scott, who struck out swinging back in the 2nd inning. That was against Trayton Hafley. He's seeing Farrell for the first time. Late strike call, but probably the correct call by Bill Anderson behind the plate. Farrell doing nothing but just pumping strikes. And that was a bit outside, said Bill Anderson, to make it 1-1. A wave and a miss by Scott. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The wind, the 1-2, a little low. Looked like an off-speed pitch that just missed below the knees. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Scott. Bases empty, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th, Davis County 3, Cardinal 1 is our score. The pitch to Scott. And there's another strikeout as Scott swings and comes up empty. 2 outs, nobody on for Peyton Schooley. Schooley is 1 for 2. Fastball outside. Schooley flew out in the first and then singled in the second, ended up stranded at first. There's a strike delivered by Farrell. Farrell is just a freshman. Don't know where that missed. Maybe a bit high. 2 balls and a strike. Base is empty, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. 2-1 pitch coming to Peyton Schooley. That's up and away to make it 3-1. Here's the 1 and the 3-1. A swing and a miss at a letter high fastball. And the count is full. Farrell looking to strike out the side for the second straight inning. The pitch. He puts it in play. It's a bouncer to short. Courtney throws across the diamond in time to retire Schooley, and Davis County once again goes down in order. We'll head to the 5th inning. It remains Davis County 3, Cardinal 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Chris Merle, owner of Hamilton Produce. We are proud to have served the community for over 90 years as your hometown locally owned farm and hardware store. We have everything from tractor parts, general hardware, calving equipment, dry shod boots, and Carhartt clothing. We are also your best source to get your smaller LP tanks filled. Stop in and see us just off the square in Bloomfield. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and keep up to date with our store and specials.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Three to 1 is our score. Davis County leading Cardinal as we play in the top of the 5th. We have not had a single tally in the running column since the first inning. Cardinal opened the scoring with an RBI single by Caden Courtney, but then a sacrifice fly by Max Taylor, RBI double by Houston Schooley, and an RBI single by Dexter Scott has given Davis County their 2-run advantage. First pitch curveball misses outside to Brody Phillips, leadoff hitter, and starting off the top of the 5th for Cardinal. Phillips is 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. There's a strike from Schooley. Cardinal is playing their 10th straight game on the road, which is an oddity, especially in high school baseball. The 1-1. Curveball, strike 2 called. Anderson's given that top part of the zone, so that is ever so advantageous for Schooley in his curveball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to Sprevo. A one-hopper to the third baseman, and the throw to first is in time to retire Phillips. And there's 1 out. So because of Mother Nature, Cardinal was scheduled on June 4th to have a doubleheader at home versus Albia, but a really heavy rainstorm hit our area here in Southeast Iowa on June the 3rd, the day before. Cardinals field was not ready, so they moved that doubleheader to Albia and give the Comets credit. They beat Albia in that doubleheader. But because of that change in venue, Cardinals now have played their 10th straight game on the road. However, they'll soon be able to enjoy home cooking for quite a while. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Casey Miller, who squares the bunt and takes ball 2. The final 10 games for Cardinal will be at home. So I've never seen a schedule in which a team plays 10 straight on the road and then finishes with 10 straight at home. Bases empty, 1 out, top of the 5th, 3-1 Davis County, Cardinal batting, and their strike 2 delivered to Cason Miller. Miller struck out in the first, walked, and ended up stranded in the third inning. The 2-1. Foul tip into the glove of Taylor to make it 2-2. Schooley winds and delivers. Popped up. Short left field. Calling for it is Scott, and he makes the catch in short left field. The shortstop puts it away, and there are 2 outs. Scott, the shortstop, Prevo, the third baseman, and Settles, the left fielder, all converging Bermuda Triangle style in short left field. But Scott's been very good going out into the outfield grass and taking charge, which he did there. 2-1 none out for Cody Burleson. Curveball, strike 1. Burleson walked and his courtesy runner scored in the first. Then he lined into a double play, probably one of the bigger plays of the game, back in the third. Curveball in the dirt, 1-1. Last time Burleson was up was in the third. 2-1 and none out. He lined to the center fielder Scott, who snagged it and was able to double off Brody Phillips at second base for the double play. That really changed the momentum of that inning. That's up and inside to make it 2-1. Cardinal still with just 2 hits in this ball game. Davis County has out hit them 5-2. The 2-1 to Burleson, fouled back. So Peyton Schooley, a strike away from retiring Cardinal in order here in the top of the 5th. He winds and delivers. Burleson puts it in play. A bouncer to Houston Schooley at second. He takes his time, throws the first. Good throw. Burleson is retired, and so Cardinal is done here in the top of the 5th. Comments go down 1, 2, 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 Davis County on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Three to 1 is our score. Davis County leading Cardinal, and Davis County will be batting here in the bottom of the 5th. Cody Burleson was the final out of the top of the 4th, so he had to go back into the dugout, and the catcher had to put on his tools of ignorance. So they finish out the warm-up tosses, and now here comes Josh Settles striding to the plate. He was the first batter to face Farrell, and he struck out on a high fastball back in the second inning. In the first inning, he reached on a triple and scored on a sacrifice fly, so he's 1 for 2. Farrell's first pitch, low and inside, ball 1. Farrell has shut things down since he's been on the mound for Cardinal. Fastball inside, ball 2. He came in with 2 on and none out in the second inning. Promptly, 2 out and 1 out in the second inning. He promptly struck out a pair of batters, struck out the side in the third, and then struck out 2 more in the 4th. That's low and inside, ball 3. He's walked one batter back in the third at risk of doing it here in the bottom of the 5th. 3-0 the count to settles. And the pitch by Farrell, fastball taken right down Easy Street to make the count 3-1. Farrell has 8 strikeouts already. There's a swing and a miss to run the count full. Farrell nods, winds and deals. Fastball low, ball 4. Farrell thought he had strike 3 as he slaps at his glove, but it's a leadoff walk to settles. Davis County's had a base runner in 4 out of the 5 innings so far today. Brett Prevost, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored, is at the plate. Settles takes an extra step in his leadoff first. Prevost squares the bunt. Right back to the first base side of the mound. Farrell flips to first to retire Prevost. Sacrifice is good. Score it 1-3. Settles takes second. 1 out in the inning, and here's an RBI opportunity for Max Taylor. So with a pitcher as tough as Farrell has been so far this evening, you want to try to create an opportunity, and that's what head coach Todd White has done. First pitch fastball taken letter high for strike 1. As we have said, Anderson has favored that high strike behind the plate. The 0-1. That's well upstairs. Almost went to the backstop, and Burleson had to reach high to pluck that one out of the air. 1 ball and 1 strike to Max Taylor, working on an 0 for 1 night. He does have a sacrifice fly and an RBI, however. And the 1-1 offering, taken well upstairs, and Settles gets picked off second base. Settles slipped, trying to make his way back to second base, and Burleson just whipped a throw down to second to pick off Settles. 2 outs. We have seen Settles fall asleep on the bases on a couple of occasions. And now Taylor swings and misses. He's down 2-2. So now the bases are empty with 2 outs. And Farrell's a strike away from ending this Mustang threat. Max Taylor strikes out. Inning is over, and we will head to the top of the 6th. Davis County leads Cardinal 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Like he was almost halfway. He was like halfway to third. 3-1 is our score as Davis County leading Cardinal. It'll be Drake Derflinger to lead things off for the Comets. Davis County has done a good job holding down this Cardinal offense. Just 2 hits and 1 run through the first 5 innings. Curveball fouled back. Derflinger struck out in his first at-bat against Schooley in the third inning. He struck out on a curveball. He's also been hit by a pitch in this ball game. He's 0 for 1. And a one-strike pitch is hit high in the air, out to left field. Going back, it settles to the wall. It is off the wall. Settles, throws it into third, and good back up by Peyton Schooley. That was a majestic drive that banged on the fly off the wall, as Derflinger was just a couple of feet away from a solo shot. Instead, it's a leadoff double, and Cardinal will bring their tying run to the plate in the form of Caden Courtney. It's the third hit of the game for Cardinal. That's make that the fifth double of the season for Derflinger. First pitch to Courtney, taken for a ball. Davis County 3, Cardinal 1. Cardinal has the leadoff man at second. The 1-0, change up, misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Courtney has an RBI single in the first. He also walked in the fourth. The 2-0, a swing and a miss. That's a foul tip at the plate. Regardless, the count is now 2-1. Courtney batting left-handed versus the right-hander Schooley on the mound. Open stance for Courtney, standing up in the box. The pitch, fouled back, 2-2. Courtney, of course, looking to move the runner to third. Schooley with the count now in 2-2. Could use a strikeout in this spot. Here comes the pitch. Fastball in the dirt, blocked by Taylor. Count is full. Everybody up on the fence for Cardinal in the first base dugout. And a 3-2 pitch. Hit high in the air, left field, settles. In left, tracks it under, makes the catch. No tag by Derflinger from second, and that's a big first out. The batter is Bodie Farrell, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Cardinal batting, top of the sixth, runner at second with 1 out. They trail Davis County 3-1 in their regular season finale with the Mustangs. Changeup swung on and missed. A couple of teammates yelling from the first base dugout to Farrell, best swing, best swing. And a one-strike pitch is a curveball that gets past Taylor, and Derflinger will advance to third on the wild pitch. Davis County keeps their infield back. The pitch. There's a high fly ball, left field. This is trouble, and it's caught by Settles. On the run in the gap, tagging from third and scoring is Derflinger to make it 3-2, but Settles able to track it down in the left center field and deep in left field. So a second out. Give Farrell an RBI and a sacrifice fly. So now down by 1. Here's Case and Epperson. Now with the bases empty and 2 outs. Epperson struck out in the second. He fouled out to the first baseman Sizemore in the fourth. First pitch curveball, missing outside, ball 1. The 1-0, fastball, make that a curveball, beg your pardon. That snaps over the knees, over the plate for strike 1. So 2 curveballs to start off this at bat to Epperson. The pitch, Another curveball, another strike. Epperson slapping at his helmet in frustration. I don't think he expected the curveball there. Will he throw another one with the count 1-2? The pitch. Curveball. Got him swinging. And Taylor tags Epperson as that ball hit the ground to retire the side. Cardinal scores 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and nobody left. Things are getting tighter as we head to the bottom of the 6th. It's now Davis County 3, Cardinal 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Looking to buy or sell real estate? Lincoln Lynch at Lynch Realty in Bloomfield is the guy to call. Lynch Realty is a family-owned business, and it's their policy to serve the community. Whether you are looking to buy or sell real estate or farmland, give Lincoln a call. And don't forget, he also owns Lynch Boys Auction Service, and they can help you with all your auction needs as well. For current listings or for more information, visit lynchrealtyinc.com. That's lynchrealtyinc.com.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Three to 2. Davis County leads it as we play in the bottom of the 6th. So last chance for Davis County to add some insurance before Cardinals' potential final at-bat in the top of the 7th. Starting off with Houston Schooley, an RBI double in the first inning. He struck out. He swings at the first pitch here. That's a high fly ball out to center, but tracking it and making the catch is Miller. And 1 pitch, 1 out for Bodie Farrell, who has been fantastic out of the bullpen for Cardinal. He's only allowed 2 base runners, both of them being walks. He struck out 8 in now 4 innings pitched. Duke Scott takes strike 1. Beg your pardon, Dexter Scott is at the plate. RBI single in the first. He walked in the third. There's a little fly ball into right field that carries out to Phillips, however, and there are 2 outs. Mustangs starting to get more swings on Farrell, but still nothing hit-wise. And it will be up to Noah Sizemore to start a 2-out rally for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the 6th. They lead Cardinal 3-2. Bases empty with 2 outs. And the first pitch is Sizemore. Fastball, letter high, ball 1. Sizemore flew out to center in the first inning, struck out looking in the third. The 1-0. Swing and a miss at the pitch in the same spot. This time, Sizemore offers at it. That makes the count 1-1. That's low. 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1 pitch. That's swung on and missed to make the count 2-2. Farrell looking to finish off a dominant appearance of the bullpen. That's hit foul to the first base side out of play. Sizemore will see at least 1 more pitch. Here comes another 2-2 offering. Missing outside. Farrell took a couple of steps towards the first base dugout. He thought he got Sizemore looking, but now the count is full. Here's Farrell's payoff pitch. Fouled back. We'll do it again. Davis County has won their last 2. Cardinal has won their last 6. 3-2 is our score, bottom of the 6th. Another payoff pitch to Sizemore. Line drive, right field, but that carries out to Phillips, who tracks it down in right, and the inning is over. So Davis County goes down in order. Last chance coming up for Cardinal. Davis County leads at 3-2 as we head to the 7th on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 7th, 3-2 Davis County. Cardinal, potential last at bat. First pitch is a foul tip at the plate off the bat of Trayton Hafley. Hafley has one of only 3 Cardinal hits in this ball game, as Cardinal trails Davis County 3-2. Curveball waved and missed to make it 0-2. Cardinal scored a run in the top of the 6th to tighten things up, and Davis County looking to hang on for this 3-2 lead. Swing and a miss. Actually, no, that's a grounder foul to the first base side, and we'll do it again. Oh and 2 to count to Hafley. Are we going to see the hook from Peyton Schooley? The pitch. Fastball. Got him looking. Hafley, probably like a lot of us, was expecting the hook. Instead, he got the cheese. And that's the first out of the inning. And now Jacob Figueroa will bat. Figueroa 0 for 2 today. A strikeout and a pop out in foul territory. Schooley's first pitch, a curveball. A little fly ball into right. No, that stays in the infield. And it's Sizemore, the first baseman, who catches the pop up. Quickly 2 outs. Cardinal down to their final out, and we'll go back to the top of the order and Brody Phillips. Davis County 3, Cardinal 2. Last chance coming up for the Comets. Phillips 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch as well. Schooley's first pitch, curveball, missing outside, ball 1. If Davis County hangs on, Schooley will be the winning pitcher of this ball game. Fastball, high, ball 2. Phillips awaits the 2-0 pitch. Pops it up. Foul territory, first base side. Is it going to stay in play? It just gets over the fence for strike 1. Two balls and 1 strike to Phillips. The 2-1. Strike 2. And Cardinals down to their final strike as Phillips took a fastball on the outside corner. Will we see the hook here at the count 2-2? Curveball missing outside, and the count is full. The payoff pitch. Fly ball into shallow right field. A sliding catch by Quinn McCoy. And it's a Mustang winner. Quinn McCoy sliding at his knees. Makes the play. And Davis County wins this one by the final score of 3-2. What a play by McCoy and right. And that just signifies the solid defense played by the Mustangs here tonight. As the Mustangs win this one in the regular season finale between these two teams, they may see each other in the playoffs. So this might not be the end of the rivalry between Davis County and Cardinal this season. We'll take a break and tell you all about it. Davis County, 3-2 winners over Cardinal. And then we'll be back on the Ottumwa Raider Group Sports Network.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustang!
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
This is Tim, owner of Slayton Polaris. We have seen a lot of changes since we opened our doors in 1988. One thing that hasn't changed is the way we treat our customers. We still offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has been our policy since we started the business. If you're looking for the best in off-road vehicles, I'd like to invite you to stop in and meet us at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get back to your life sooner With orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Final score from here in Bloomfield as Davis County defeats Cardinal by a final score of 3-2, ending Cardinal's 6-game winning streak while also extending their winning streak to 3. What a game this was. As you can see, no errors on either side, a very well-cleaned, well-played baseball game, and most of the scoring was done in the first inning. Cardinal opened things after Houston Schooley, Davis County starter, retired the first 2 batters. He allowed a 2-walk walk to Cody Burleson, a hit batter, and then put runners at first and second, and then Caden Courtney hit a single into left that scored the first run to make it 1-0 Cardinal. Davis County answered right back in the bottom of the first versus starter Trayton Hafley as Josh Settles hit a 1-out triple. Brett Prevo walked. Then Max Taylor hit a line drive and there was a nice diving catch made by Zach Lukey in left. But scoring from third base on a sacrifice fly was Josh Settles to tie the score at 1. Later in the inning, Houston Schooley hit an RBI double, and then Dexter Scott added an RBI single to make it 3-1 Mustangs. Cardinal went down 1-2-3 in the second inning and Davis County did not score in the second inning as well. In the third inning, Cardinal got 2 on with nobody out, a hit batter and a walk, and that was it for Houston Schooley, the starter. Head coach Todd White went to the bullpen and opted with Schooley's cousin, Peyton Schooley. And Peyton came in, and the first batter lined out to center and ended up getting doubled off at second base. So there was a double play there on that line drive. Derflinger struck out. That ended the threat. It remained 3-0 Davis County. 3-1 Davis County, I should say. Bodie Farrell came in for Cardinal as well, as he came in with a threat in the second inning, 2 on and 1 out. He struck out both batters, and then he just cruised through the rest of his outing. Ended up pitching 5 2/3, not allowing a single hit or a run. He walked 2 while striking out 8, so he was dominant. Cardinal was able to creep back in the sixth inning, and a leadoff double by Drake Derflinger put him at second base. And then he advanced to third on a wild pitch, and then a sacrifice fly by Bodie Farrell brought in Derflinger to make it 3-2. But then Peyton Schooley was able to retire Cardinal 1-2-3 in the top of the seventh to give Davis County a 3-2 win. So Cardinal drops to 10-4 overall, 8-3 in the South Central Conference. Davis County now an even 8-8. They've made it to the 500 mark and now 5-6 in South Central Conference play. So final numbers of this game: Davis County 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, 4 men left. Cardinal 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 5 men left on base. Winning pitcher of the game is Peyton Schooley. He is now 2-0 on the season. Losing pitcher is Trayton Hafley. He drops to 0-1. Time of the game, 1 hour, 40 minutes. A well-played game here in Bloomfield, and Davis County was able to win the regular season finale against Cardinal here tonight by a final score of 3-2. So that will do it in what's been a light week of baseball here for you on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network on the Davis County side. We will have a busy week ahead of you starting next week. On Monday, we will be on the road in Knoxville for a doubleheader starting at 5, as Davis County will be taking on Knoxville for the first time this season, and they will play 2 against the Panthers in Knoxville on Monday. We look forward to having you join us then. Until then, have a great weekend. For Annie Argo, our on-site producer, as well as Cal Smith back at our studios in Ottumwa, this is Els Kojo saying so long from Bloomfield. Once again, our final score for here tonight: Davis County 3, Cardinal 2. This has been Davis County Baseball on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.